who wasn't aware, and he fought to get this chemical banned. It is still banned for use today, and we still have these lovely birds able to fly up above in a safe environment. So thank you to Dr. Дэвид Флэея. Now, Carla did see some workers up the back there. A lot of our birds, they don't particularly like fluoro. We have lots of fluoro yellow just walking around back of house, so she's having a bit of a look around. We'll see if we can get her back on track. When you're ready, now these beautiful birds have been seen on Dari. If you've ever been, you may have seen them around as well. They like to hunt over the water with Dari. And rangers have actually seen them picking up venomous insects. So they do eat a variety of foods. They'll often fish for things in the water, but they'll also go inland and find other food. But this one took them by surprise. What they were doing is they were picking up these venomous sea snakes, crushing them in their talons, and they go and drop them on a hot rock. They then leave and return about an hour or so later only to collect their food items. Now, we think what they were doing is making sure that those highly venomous animals were definitely not going to bite them when they were consuming them. Now, if that's not an Australian barbecue, I don't know what is. You're really making me work hard today. I know there's someone up the back, but we're focused. Don't embarrass me. There we go. Now, beautiful Tyler, she is beauty, she is great, she's pretty regal, but you'd be forgiven for looking for a goose when you hear her call, because while she is all of those things, her call does not match this. We can't have it all, and Tyler actually calls it like a goose. And that's so cute. You saw the fish? No, we're going all the way. We're just going to take Tyler all the way home. There we go. So we've mixed things up a little bit today. I'm usually back of house, and Tyler's a bit confused with what's going on there with swap roles. So that was beautiful, Tyler. Our white belly sheep. You guys are out of applause. Now, Dr. Дэвид Флэея, he fought to get this chemical ban to use. He did a lot of work saving habitats and conserving species. And another one he conserved was our beautiful water birds. So when David was young, he grew up around wetland habitats, and he used to explore these on his days off. Now, one day he was down in the wetlands looking for birds, and he saw people shooting the water birds. Now, back in those days, they would hunt water birds and collect feathers for things like hats and fascinators. But David actually wrote a newspaper article on this and fought to get this. So he actually saved a lot of our wetland species from extinction or endangerment, and one of those was our vulgar. This is lovely, a beautiful Australian vulgar, and they are famous for genetic. Right, oh, here, give her a round of applause for that beautiful little snippet. These birds will jump up to a metre in the air, flap their wings, they'll pick up the crow sticks and leaves, and they will also accompany this with a trumpeting call. Now, this is a bit of a important display, but it's also a bit of a protest. Having a snooze before, but he was actually hit by a boat propeller. So again, he has no use of one of his wings as well. Now, if you want to help these beautiful birds out, every time you visit a waterway, if you pick up 3 for the sea, it'll go a long way to keeping these beautiful birds in their natural habitats where they belong. So 3 bits of rubbish, put them in the bin. If everyone did that every time they visited a waterway, it would go a very long way. And cue our little black cormorants. Now, these guys are the largest flying bird in Australia, and they don't do a lot of flying. They do hang out a lot where there's lots of schools of fish. Now, their beaks can hold up to 15 litres of water. They'll find a big school of fish, they'll scoop up all of that water, they'll push their membrane to the roof of their mouth to expel all of the water, and all of those yummy fish will be left in. Now, they are the largest flying bird. Does anyone want to have a guess at how large they are? Does anyone know what our birds might weigh? No? Do you think maybe 3 kilos? 4 kilos? Ask our male, he is 8 kilos, which is pretty incredible for a bird that flies. So birds do have hollow bones. They need to be able to be really light so they can get air and fly off, but 8 kilos. Imagine trying to fly off with 8 kilos worth of you. You need to go. These guys actually are very much the bullies. I might hide that fish. He knows where I've put it. We have to be very careful when we've got the fish buckets because they'll come up, they'll peck our legs until we're bleeding. But they are beautiful birds though. So they're a diving bird. They'll dive after those fish, and they've actually got an oily coating on them. So while they're diving in the water, they'll jump up. You'll see him later after he's gone in the water. He'll jump up on a perch and he'll flap his wings, and he'll be dry in with seconds. He'll be dry, which is pretty incredible. So no need to worry about having to fly off anytime soon. He'll be fine. Now, our next birds to come to stage right on cue are the black cockatoos. So we have Oki here, our beautiful yellow-tailed black cockatoo. And this is Merlin, and she is a red-tailed black cockatoo. There you go, Merlin. Now, in Queensland, we have 5 black cockatoo species. Of those 5, 3 are endangered, 1 is critically endangered. So they do need our help. Now, one of the reasons these beautiful birds are in trouble is their homes, nesting hollows. So I mentioned earlier, these guys do rely on nesting hollows for safety and shelter, and we are losing them at a rapid rate. Now, for a bird the size of Merlin, it can take up to 200 years for a nesting hollow to form to fit her in it. So we are cutting down these trees. We are not replacing them with 200-year-old trees. We are losing them at a rapid rate. So if you want to help these beautiful birds out and they're in your area, putting up nesting boxes will go a long way to helping them. Now the other is food items. These birds love casuarinas. They have big, beautiful beaks for crushing nuts and seeds, and casuarinas are one of their favourite, as well as banksias. So if you want to help them out by providing some nut food, planting these sorts of trees will also help them. Now, Oak has already left us, but he is a male yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Now the male and female of that species do look very similar, but the red-tailed blacks are very different again. So while our beautiful female here has the lovely yellow flecks through and those amber tones through her tail, the males are completely black with red banding. So again, showing that sexual dimorphism. And I think she's done an absolutely wonderful job. Can we give Merlin a round of applause? Now, thank you for joining us today. I hope we've discovered some new things about some of our beautiful species, and I hope we've encouraged you to get on out there and see what beautiful birds we do have here in Queensland. Now, we are a gateway visitor centre, so we encourage you to get out there and check out our national parks and what calls them home. She's still going, guys. Well done. We're going to join the alley. Now, Merlin is our professional. She loves being out and strutting her stuff for people on stage. We'll see if we can get her home. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon.
Yeah.